All right. Well, let's get it. Let me put some music here. I guess we can go with some lo-fi real quick. All right. Let's do this. Make sure everything is working correctly on my mic. Yeah, that should be working correctly. All right, cool. Well, let's chart it up first real quick before we start the day. Let's go to the 4-hour and zoom out. Let me clear everything from yesterday real quick. We're still in the same sideways range. So like this and like this. Then we'll draw the tool just like this. All right. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw from here to here as well. So we can understand where we are. I talked to Alex yesterday. Basically told me to zoom out a little bit more and take a look at the ranges a little bit better. Pay attention to that 25% here on the big picture, meaning this, and also on this picture. So I can know, okay, we're right in the middle of the range and I need to not be playing randomly there. So yeah, on the 4-hour, we're on a bullish leg, right? Because we just went from here to here, broke upwards. So we can expect some longs going into this area. So that's what we'll play today. Of course, if we come up here, we'll be looking at shorts again. But from here, we'll be looking at longs. Let's drop down a little bit more. Let's go down to that 15-minute. these are the areas that immediately stand out to me. So we'll mark those up. And then for shorts, immediately this wick stands out. So we'll go with that. And then what else stands out? Okay. Other than that, I mean the edge, obviously. But other than that, nothing else. It's too important. So, all right. So that being said, let's see where we are. How many pips was Asia? 30. All right. I think there's going to be some type of movement today. So that's good. We can expect some type of movement whenever Asia is not like 10 pips. Whenever it's 10 pips, it's like, okay, is there going to be a move today, or is it going to be waiting for news to hit or something? So obviously we're on this bear leg right now for the 15, but we're really just tracing back to the long area. So I think we'll be waiting a little bit today till it hits these key points, because on the 4-hour we are still ranging, unfortunately, like every day. So we'll just be waiting for the key points, and then we'll hopefully catch 1 to 2 good trades for the day. One thing that Alex talked about yesterday with me was using the 15-minute a lot more, 5-minute a lot more, and then the 1-minute a lot more. Just putting it all together a little bit better, and then not really being on the 5-second, 15-second, 10-second too much. Just using it strictly when it already came to the key point where I'm looking into getting for a trade. So for example, if this is where I want to short for sure, then I would drop down to the 15-second once we're coming into the area, and then here on the side, instead of having that 1 hour like I did, I'm gonna be using the 1 minute. So now let's say this area was where I wanted to take a short. In this case, I would have the 1 minute on this side, and then where is this in relation to my mouse? Okay, so it's the circle. So I would be dropping to the 15-second here, waiting for liquidity to be grabbed, for example, right here, and then I would take the trade somewhere around here, right? Like so. That would be probably my trade idea, because this would be liquidity grab. Then we came to the bottom, bounce up, and then buy to sell. Anyways, so that would be my trade idea. But you can see on the 1 minute, it's a clear buy to sell right here, like a order block. But if I just go to the 15-second and I focus on the 15-second, sometimes that can be tougher to see. So it would be beneficial for me to be having the 1 minute on this side to really know what this image looks like on the 1 minute to see if it's even significant or not. Because yesterday I took a couple trades on some candles that were very insignificant and ended up taking losses because of it. So let me see if I can find a candle like the one that yesterday, where I took the trade yesterday. This is very much like the candle I took yesterday. This candle, I was zoomed in on the 5-second. So I took the candle here on the playing the reaction on an area that I thought was a good area at the time. And this candle is obviously not very good because it's a bear candle on the 1 minute. So taking that trade was a little silly, but it's because I didn't even realize that it was a bear candle on the 1 minute. Had I had the 1 minute really paying attention to it, I wouldn't have taken that trade, obviously, because I would have known, oh, this is a bear candle. Why would I take a long on a bear candle? So checking the Discord real quick. What people are posting. Yeah, I was like, why? I was checking to make sure. Oh, what's up, Ursan? Or Arsan? I don't know how to say it, man. But hello. Let's get rid of that. Use a nice initiation on the low time frame. I agree. I agree. I usually sit on hands though till London opens, because too many times I get on a trade before then, comes right back to where I got on it, and I'm already running break even, and then after that it runs. So usually like to sit on till that London opens. Let's look at the 5-minute real quick. 15-minute looks great. 15-minute, obviously, it's showing bullish now, right? Bullish momentum. So it just needs to end up higher than this right here. But I mean, this is a very obvious sell to buy right there. So we'll be playing that whenever it comes back down, somewhere in between. And if it's aggressive enough, if it starts to get enough momentum, you might not have to wait till it actually gets to the bottom of this. You might want to play this right here. So you would draw the tool from top to bottom. That would be right on the 50%. So that might be the play. Bouncing off this. So we didn't quite break this. We did, obviously we took this high. So I'm a little hesitant to still play this immediately. Although I think that 50% wouldn't be a bad play if we're expecting an aggressive continuation, right? If we're expecting like London Open to just come here and then break higher without coming back. But we haven't had those days as of recently, so it's tough to try to bank on that because you're banking on the breakout. You're not banking on the edge. So a little bit less probability that you will be on a winning trade. I'm willing to take it though. I mean, I am willing to take it. So we'll drop down here on the 15-second real quick just to see if it gives us an entry there. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, then oh well. Now this is obviously understanding again that it's on the 50% of this. So again, higher probability to take a loss there, but also I'm playing the aggressive continuation on purpose. So if I lose, I understand why I lose, and I'm okay with the outcome. If I win, obviously I understand why I won, and I'm obviously okay with the outcome as well. We did react off this, right? Edge of the 15-minute. So gotta keep that in mind as well. Why did we react off that? Why didn't we just break through it? Are we just bouncing downwards? Yeah, we just broke right through. So good thing we didn't play that. Now take a look at the edge. Oh, it's a good long right there. That's okay. Let's see if we get an entry somewhere on here. Three pips, which is ugly. Can't do that. Okay, 1.3. Oh, too late. We couldn't get the 1.3. That's okay. We got a 1.9, I think. And we grab this. The reason why I put it way up there is just in case like it just shoots out of nowhere, and then it you know, it could have run a little bit more. I usually take it out manually at 10 RR anyways, but just in case it does a crazy shooting. We will be running this on BE most likely here soon, because we could also just be about to go down really quick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run BE right now, because we did bounce off the edge, right? And we're on the bottom here, so we could just be doing a little bit. Oh, we broke even. It's fine. So we could be doing a little bit of this. Go up, go down, go up, go down, up, down, and then break to the bottom, and then just go crazy. Oh, I just checked the Discord. Yeah, Arson is on that short. So that's that. Yeah, it was definitely a good short. I just wasn't gonna take it before London Open, unfortunately, because I know how it can go sometimes with them with the London Open. Let's go back to the 5 minute, and let's go here on the 15. Here's a decent long though. Definitely a decent long. So 15 minute is a doji, which I hate when the 15 minute it's a doji, because usually that tends to be obviously ranging. So we'll let the market decide where it wants to go, and then we'll kind of play after that. A short here wouldn't be horrible either. And the reason why I would short it right here, it would be an aggressive scalp. So you have this that was supposed to quote unquote hold the range up, right? We broke right through it. We come back in the same area, right? So now this is the demand to sell or supply, I think. I don't know. Supply or demand, whatever. Whichever one is to sell. I forget the thing right now, but anyways. So now you can play this aggressive scalp to the downside, expecting a breakthrough. But again, those are only good plays when we're actually going to be breaking through stuff. Sometimes we're just going to be ranging. You're going to get taken out multiple times. So if you do take that, you're going to want to run break even pretty quick. You're not really going to be wanting to hold that open very often. So let's say I was to take this. I would have taken it like so. Maybe a 1.3, somewhere on there. And then my break-even line would be already around here. This is 0.3 pips into profit. So you actually get your commission back on FTMO. So it would almost be breaking even already. I think this would have broke even. Yeah. We're only 6 minutes into London, so no need to rush. So we got 7.5 minutes for the 15-minute to close. Okay. quite slow in the come up, but we took the short right here, and it's going to be playing the continuation to the downside. It took forever to come back up, trickling upwards, so no momentum, which means that the bottom could be getting favored. We'll run B pretty soon, but yeah, it's a decent trade. I think I like it. It's on the edge of London that just opened, so it's a good effort. If it breaks through, you know, that's okay. If it doesn't, then you know, that's also okay. You don't want to move to break even so fast when the price is moving this slow, because you might get taken out before the move happens, like earlier. But if you're very unsure about the trade, obviously, then you probably shouldn't be on the trade to begin with. Okay. 15-minute looks bullish as hell though, so not the best trade now that I think about it. New candle. See what that new candle brings. Yeah, I think I was a little too early on this trade. A little too early. That's one loss. Yeah, a little too early on that play, because the 15-minute was going to be closing bullish. So usually we would see a continuation aggressively. So instead of taking a short on an aggressive play, you could have taken a long or just sat out for a minute to figure out if it was actually going to start taking it high or not. And then you could have played the actual edge, right here. So Our long would be going crazy right now if we would have kept that open. Crazy, crazy. That's a nice FU week right there. That was a really aggressive short, but I've seen that short happen sometimes where he just drops right from there. So that's the reason why I played it. Again, very aggressive. It doesn't have a super high probability, but I've played it a few times. Well, not a few times. I've played it many times in the past couple months, and it's giving me some good RRs, so that's why I took it. But I'm not expecting too much out of it, obviously at this point because it's bouncing off. But we still took our shot there. Oh, yeah. Let me move to break even. We'll take it out manually there. The only reason why I took it out manually is because obviously this doesn't tell me it's going short anymore. Usually it would have happened more like show, comes back, goes here, and then goes here, and then it starts dropping immediately. It's taking too long for it to drop. It could work out still, but it's taking too long for it to drop. So I'd rather take it out at a commission loss rather than waiting to find out. Decent trade, nothing less. I mean, like I said, it's very, very aggressive. It's not a trade you would take all the time. But the only reason why I took it is because we had obviously a nice reaction on the 1 minute, right? Like nice big FU to the bottom, right? We came back in here. We bounce off because obviously this was the sell to buy earlier. So we bounce off. We bounce off the 50% off that FU, right? And now we really slow down and we're going sideways like this. That tends to be the sideways before a huge fall off. So that's what we played it. And yeah. So we got how many trades today already? We got 1 loss, 1 break even, and then 1 commission loss. So we got 3 trades. I'll give myself 1 more trade for the session. So we're gonna wait for a nice, really, really high quality setup, and then hopefully we get a big 10 RR. Usually I would have went long here as well earlier when it came to that point. Just based on the fact that this was obviously the range before we broke upwards and made a new high, took this highs. But because we had this such a bounce off here of this edge, this image to me, it's a very common image that I'm used to seeing where we have range, come down, and then trickle upwards, then take the high of all this liquidity right here, come into the actual range that was holding everything, which is this, and then the fall off happens, and then that's when you get a huge initiation, or well, not initiation, sorry, continuation candle to the bottom on the high time frame, like the 15-minute, the 1 hour, and so on. So that's why I'm not too thrilled to take it long here. But on the low time frame, at the same time, obviously we're bullish, as you can tell, right? Low, high, low, high, low, high, probably low, somewhere around here, high. So unless this gets broken, obviously we're bullish on the 1 minute. So that's something to keep in mind. We're just sitting on hands right now. I mean, we've only gone up like, what, 24 pips since the bottom. And since London is actually even less. It's only since here, so It's 20 pips. I mean, there was one move, and that was my original long. That's about it though. Nothing else after that. So yeah. So the 15-minute closed as a bear candle, which it's good because it backs up the narrative that I have off the shorts. So what's that? Only 1 minute. I really think it's just gonna drop from here. I really do. I might be getting fooled right now. I might be getting fooled by the VF5s. They might be treating me as a retail trader right now. But I'm almost 100% sure this thing is just gonna go. Because now the 15-minute has a FU to the bottom, right? So that's the first good sign. We did have one to the top, but now that we have one to the bottom, it changes everything because it's at a good location. He took out liquidity here. So now it makes sense that he can actually start making lower prices. And then the 1 minute obviously had the FU that looks very, very bearish. So more the reason to pay attention to that short. So yeah. Again, I don't know. They might be fooling me as a retail trader over here, but I'm almost sure this was a great short. The thing is, I would have gotten taken out because my stop loss was obviously very aggressive as well. My stop loss is like right here, so it's not very it's not safe at all. Not very safe, but not safe at all actually. So don't want to take anything here because we're back in the middle of the range from top to bottom, so we are good on that. We already played 2 times in the middle. Oh no, actually, well, yeah, 2 times in the middle, 1 time on the edge. No, sorry, 2 times on the edge actually. This is the edge, technically. So, or the 25%, I guess I should say. This here, and this up a little bit. Yeah. This was the sell to buy. This. Bounce right off the middle. Let me check the news. Unemployment rate usually gets a big reaction on New York. Does that? Then what is this? That usually doesn't get much. Oh, non-farm productivity. That usually gets a big reaction. And then I don't know what this is. So but it seems to be one of those slow days as usual. Till it actually picks up. So we're just chilling, you know? You get impatient, you start getting smacked. And then by the time the move comes, you already got smacked. So you can't really do anything anymore. We'll change the lo-fi. Because that song sounds like it was just repeating itself. That's gonna put me right to sleep. The rain? I would be going right to sleep right now. Let's do some Nycore gaming music. Get the vibes going, get the vibes up. So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay, won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for it, coming for it. Coming for the throne. Coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I never kissed the ring. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. Storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for it, coming for it. Coming for the throne. We got some news coming in here soon. 7-10 minutes for that. So let's see if that brings some volume into the market. We could just be building for this though. For the unemployment rate. 15-minute about to close. I was gonna take this long, but it didn't give me a 2 pip stop loss. So it is. That was a decent long. If I would have been able to get a good stop loss. It's towards the 25% of London, right? Because this is the bottom of London, and then this is that. Yeah, it's almost at that 25%. As you can see, it was right here. This is the range that held it, and we saw early signs of a reversal right here. Obviously, now this is the confirmation that it did break, so we could get something like so, and then up, or because news is coming here in 10 minutes, we could see something more along the lines of here, major slowdown, come right into 50% of this, and then boom. If that's the intention, I don't know. because obviously, again, on the 15-minute, we were playing that bear leg right here. So, see what the hour looks like. The hour is just a doji. Hour is just a doji. Oh, well, look at that. I mean, obviously having that FU wick doesn't make me want to go long right this second. So we're just going to sit it out. See what happens here. This hadn't been mitigated. Still hasn't been mitigated. Yeah, we're gonna watch this. My bias is telling me longs right here. This being the low. I actually wanted to take it when it was down here, so let's just set it up this way. See what would happen. Oh. Obviously, I'll be targeting here. Well, the reason why we're sitting out is because anything could really happen here, right? Anything could really happen here. We got the bullish, but we do have those nice reactions from the top, which are holding price. So price could just reverse because price is actually being held. So we could be seeing a strong reaction. We come back, we actually mitigate the reaction here, and now it can start to continue to the downside, you know? Just needs to make it past this low. Makes it past this low, then we're bear again. If it doesn't, then we're still bullish. And we might have our answer here. Four minutes till those news hit. Yeah, man, this thing is it's gonna blast through. It's gonna blast through. That just is the reality here. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna blast through. We'll go down to the 5-second real quick, see if Yo, what up, Charlie? What up, Alex? Oh yeah, let's check that 1 hour candle real quick. Hold up. Oh yeah, nah. This thing is blasting through, man. It's blasting through. There's no doubt in my mind that this thing is just gonna blast through. So Urson, you're in a good trade. You know that already. So not a financial advisor, but that being said, yeah, this thing is just gonna blast through, man. So cool thing about this is we could potentially play something more aggressive. Once this closes here on the top in 1 minute, we'll have some type of entry where it just goes, it breaks through, pulls back right where it broke from, and then it shoots up continuously for a little bit longer. So hopefully we see something like that. We took this high already, obviously. Still being held though. Still being held. Hold on. We got 1 minute left. This might be the continuation right here. Because we came back and now we're reacting out again. It could just be a pullback to then keep dropping, but I don't think so. I think this is a continuation right here. Again, this is extremely aggressive. I wouldn't play this on a regular basis at all. Unless I knew we were going to blast through. And because of news are coming, I have a strong feeling that we're going to blast through. So 20 seconds. We took it. Hopefully we don't get smacked. I thought news were gonna hit harder, but I guess it didn't. Obviously, we'll be running this break even pretty quick. For obvious reasons. It's such a risky fast entry that you don't want to just keep it open. But hopefully we see something nice out of it. We'll put the TP at like 36 pips, which I would be ridiculous, but the only reason why I put it that high is because, again, supposedly news are happening right now, right? So we might see something crazy. We gotta take another break even, unfortunately. And that's my last trade of the day. That it was gonna be a little bit more aggressive. Had it been a little bit more aggressive, then I think that would have been a great trade. But yeah, that was my last trade of the day. So we'll be getting off here pretty soon, because I don't want to be tempted to take another trade. I took 4 trades today. So we are technically 1 RR down only, and then like a little bit of commission on one of the trades. So, you know, we're 0.8 down today. Not a big deal. It's fine. We only have 3% left on our FTMO, so I'm on a drawdown of 7% right now, which means I probably have, depending on how tomorrow goes, I have 3% would be if all of them were losses, which obviously they're not gonna be, but if all of them were losses, I have 5 entries. I want to say 5 entries of 0.5. So hopefully we can find our winner within those 5 entries, so we can start recovering. It'd go higher though. It'd go higher. Delete this, and then a minute. Oh, shall we take one more? Right here. Continuation. I think I should have been a little more prepared to take that. Yeah, should have been a little more prepared to play this. Nice, nice. Yeah, should have been more ready to play this. That's okay. Let's clean up some of this stuff. What is happening? Oh, okay. This broke higher on another chart, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Because on FTMO, it already took the high. Okay, so we finally took the high. That's good. Yeah, we finally take the high. What does that mean? What does that mean, really? Because we're just coming into the 25% of Asia. We never took Asia low. So are we coming for Asia top? Or are we just gonna go sideways to prepare for news at 10? I was watching this trade right here. I wanted to take it, but I wasn't too sure because the 1 minute candle hadn't closed, and by the time he bounced, it became too thick of a stop loss to really be interested. I was about to take this right here too. Just understanding again that aggressive just push. We did take Asia high and we bounced right from it, so we'll see what happens here. But this was, I mean, this delivery was pretty pretty understood at that point. When it started doing this, it was pretty obvious that we were gonna go up. 20 pips from that low we could have gotten on. Interesting. Hey, everybody hit TP. Let's go. TP boys. Session done. Let's go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off and not take another trade. That's the original plan, so that's what I'll do. Go ahead and close this out. We didn't get involved here, so I mean, here should have been a little more prepared, given the fact that I knew the momentum was gonna be towards the upside, but I wasn't. So that's that, and that's okay. Come back tomorrow and tackle it again. It's Friday. Usually Fridays are good because they just move one way for the most part. For the London session, they'll just literally go one way. So hopefully we'll have a good Friday tomorrow. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by the stream and keeping me accountable to my rules and whatnot. Again, this is really for me rather than for anybody to learn from me. It's for me to keep myself accountable from making silly decisions and taking random trades at random places without a plan and explanation. So yeah, appreciate everybody, and we'll see you guys on Friday.